Hello, I'm here to talk about Avantir, the Chronicles of Avantir. Basically, what that is a series that my father had started back in 1969 as he was part of the Signalman Corps. Um, Most recently, I have just found some more pieces of story. I mean, I have all of them in a filing cabinet right now, but what I'm doing is I'm going through pieces and bits and trying to figure out what fits in where. Um, I have I just found some songs which look like they're basically songs that would have been sung kind of as a way of an oral history. My father was very much into linguistics, and part of linguistics is oral histories of cultures. So this would be his kind of I believe this would be his kind of fitting that into his world, because he already had these kind of ideas bouncing around, and then he discovered this new storyteller named Tolkien. I mean, he'd been around for a while, but my father hadn't read anything until fairly recently. I mean, when I say recently, that was back in the 60s. So put that in perspective. I'm dealing with all these stories from the 60s through to the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. I'm dealing with them now. So, basically trying to put everything together. But right now I found a bunch of the songs, and I'm going to be putting the songs up on Patreon, and then later on I'm going to be releasing them to the website. They're just, like I said, they're basically an oral history of the world of Avantir, which nobody's really heard of because it's only been told on pieces of paper and bits and stuff here. So maybe editors have heard of it while he was trying to sell it to publishers, but other than that, it hasn't been made known to public. And I'll be doing that now, sort of, as I read and reflect, and I'll be kind of doing some updates on that as well as I do more delving and research and things like that. It'll be kind of like writing a history, having excavated finds. So it'll be almost like resurrecting itself. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting in its own way. I'm not doing it justice, unfortunately, but stick around. There'll be songs, poems. I'll probably do some drawings to try and illustrate things, and there will definitely be maps, that as well. And I'll be posting those all on Patreon first, and then later on releasing them in a few months to my regular website. So, thank you very much.